Namaste and welcome to React Bits. In this episode, we will learn about code snippets. So, what are code snippets, how they benefit us to become more productive, and how we can write our own snippets in Visual Studio Code. That is what we will look into in this tutorial. So if you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe, as well as turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss my next video. So let's begin. First, what is code snippets? A code snippet is a short abbreviation. When used, you get a full code corresponding to that snippet or to that abbreviation. So why is it beneficial? So for example, you want to make a list view. Let's take an example of Dart. You want to make a list view builder, and to do that you need to write all this code, list view.builder, and then add item builder and all those things. But if you had a code snippet, say listb, that transforms into this list view.builder code, then you just had to type listb tab and you'll get the whole code instead of typing the whole code. I'll show you now how we can do that. But before that, in the Visual Studio Code, in extensions, you can search and find code snippets for lots of languages that you use in daily basis, and people have developed lots of code snippets that are useful and that are already available. So for example, for Flutter, you can search for Flutter Snippets, and one of the most popular one is this awesome Flutter Snippet. So this already provides certain abbreviation that transforms into full code. For example, stateless w will transform into a stateless wizard. Stateful w will transform into a stateful wizard. So let us look at how we can use this. So once you install this extension and enable it, you can use it to get the codes. So for example, let me create a new file, and for this snippet to work, we need to be in a Dart file because this is for Flutter and Dart. So we need to be in a Dart file. So down here where it is showing plain text as language mode, I'll change it to Dart. Once I change it to Dart, now if I type STLESSW, you can see that there is a code snippet and there is also the output of this code snippet, and you just have to hit tab. See, now you get the stateless wizard. You can name your stateless wizard, and you can provide your custom child here. So this is how, so if you build a snippet, you get a build function. So I'll also show list view builder that I talked about. See, list view b, if you hit tab, it gives the whole list view builder syntax. So this is how code snippets work and how it can be beneficial, how it can make us more productive, because every time we want a stateless wizard, we don't have to type the whole code. We just need stateless w and hit the tab, then it provides us with the outline of a stateless wizard that we can use. So finally, let's move on to how we can create our own snippets. Let me close this as well as this. So to create our own snippets, Visual Studio Code provides us with different settings, and we can write our own snippets for each programming language. So in order to add our own snippet, we can go to View and Command Palette. So instead of doing this, you can just do Ctrl+Shift+P shortcut, and once in Command Panel, search for Configure User Snippets and tab. Now you are provided with list of various languages. Right now we are making for Dart, so let us go to Dart.json. In here, I already have various snippets, my own snippets that I use. So in order to create new, we can just add a new value down here. So let us create a snippet for container. Okay, and we need to provide a prefix. This prefix is the short abbreviation that we can use to get our snippet, code snippet. So fcont and body. So this body is our actual code. So if you just want one line, you can simply pass string in the body. So here I can pass container like this. So once I add this, I can simply use this in any Dart file. So here, if I change this to Dart and then type fcont, then I get the container. Okay. Next, what if we want multi-line? So if we want multi-line, we need to use array instead of single string. So here, container, next line will be child, and next line will be closing bracket, like this. So now if I use fcont, then I get this kind of output. One space is extra here. Okay, so now I get a multi-line output. But if you see, my cursor is placed at the end of the code snippet. However, what I want is, I want the cursor to be here so that user can pass their custom widget as a child to this container. So to make that happen, what I can do is, I can provide here $1. Okay, if I provide $1, now if I do fcont, now my cursor stops here. Okay, and there is empty space where user can add any other values. However, if I want to give a name to this empty space like I did before, I provided child here. What I could do is, I could use curly brace and name this pointer. So now if I do, I get child, which is automatically selected, and I can replace it with different value. And we can add multiple cursors like this. So one here, and let's say if I provide in a next line, if I provide decoration, box decoration, so I can provide a second cursor here with $2. Now what happens is, here first the cursor stops here. I can type say anything, and if I hit tab the second time, cursor stops here, and if I hit tab again the third time, the cursor stops at the end of the code snippet. So this is how you can write your own code snippet and use it daily in your programming, so that it will save a lot of time. Instead of typing same repeated thing again and again, you can make a code snippet for various useful functions. And for Flutter, you can make code snippets for various widget abstraction that you have created yourself, so that you will not have to type the whole code again and again. Thank you everyone for watching this tutorial. Hope this was useful for you. If you like more of these kind of videos, please like, share and subscribe so that I can keep making more.